Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about the all-new Bath & Body Works wedding collection. So you guys, 2 new scents have dropped in stores. Not sure about online yet, but they were available in my store. So I wanted to walk you through that collection and pull some comparisons with last year, as well as talk about what I think the future of wedding collections at Bath & Body Works is going to look like. So if you're returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. We do all things Bath & Body Works content, especially the body care. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's dive right on into this collection. All right, you guys, I'm gonna sit on this side of the screen and put some images up on the other side, but I actually almost entirely missed this in my store. It really was on a side table all by itself. I was walking around the store, I picked up a few items, which you'll see a haul very shortly, and as I was on my way out, I think I wanted to check either something in the men's collection or 1,000 Wishes or something, and I happened to see this teeny little side table housing these two products. So at least in my store, there isn't a big display table or really any display regarding these. Also, at the point in time that I'm filming this, I don't think they're available online. So I was really confused as to what's going on with the promotion of this line, considering in 2024 with both Dressed in White and then I want to say it was called First Sight, we had a lot of promotion in a very large product range. But as I mentioned, part of this wedding collection, there are going to be 2 fragrances, and those are going to be Always and Forever, as well as Whiskey Toast. So regarding the limited product range, both Always and Forever and Whiskey Toast are available in the body wash as well as the body cream. And then Always and Forever is available in the full-size fine fragrance mist and the mini perfume spray, while Whiskey Toast is available in the more aerosol cologne spray. Regarding the pricing on this, I did not get a picture of the pricing. I wish I did, but I think the pricing is the shower gel is $16.95, the body cream and the fine fragrance mist are $17.95, and then the perfume spray is coming in at $14.95. That's comparing it to the collections very similar to it. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but I think that's what the pricing is. So comparing that to the 2024 version, the 2024 version was actually a bit more expensive. So these are about $1 cheaper across the range, but very interested to see how they will work this into the floor sets, if there's going to be a big promo on the website or on the app, really what's going on with the promotion of this. Let's sort of move now into the actual scents, and then we'll get a little bit more into the individual packaging and my thoughts. Moving on into the packaging and the scents, we're going to start off with Always and Forever. So Always and Forever has different packaging regarding the body wash or the shower gel, and then the body cream and fine fragrance mist. So the shower gel really does mimic fabric of a wedding dress. It has these ripples at the bottom, almost like if you were to sit down and have a chiffon dress kind of gently folding. I think this is a really cool touch, and it definitely tells the story that this is bridal, this is wedding. I really like how well done the shower gel or the body wash bottle is. Moving on into the fine fragrance mist and the body cream, you get more of this white lace design, and then you have in the middle sort of a pale pink circle which houses the Bath & Body Works logo, or not logo, but the Bath & Body Works name, and then Always and Forever, the name of the fragrance, which I think looks really nice. Altogether, I think this screams wedding. It definitely gives me the story that this is bridal, this is springtime, it's dainty and elegant. So I'm a big fan of this packaging. Now, moving on into the scent itself, originally when I sort of saw pictures swirling about this online, but I didn't know what the scent notes would be, I for sure thought this was going to be a floral fragrance, and that's definitely the case. So Always and Forever has scent notes of pearlized pink pepper, white roses, and sheer sandalwood. Now, we will compare this to Dressed in White of last year if you're interested to see how those two compare in just a couple of seconds. But I was able to smell this one in store, and you guys, I really wasn't a fan of this fragrance, and neither was my mom. Now, we're not the biggest fan of rose fragrances, but I have smelled the Bath & Body Works rose scent, and I think that does rose really well. So I was excited to smell this as somebody that likes florals. I typically go for more gardenia and jasmine. Those are florals I really gravitate towards, but I can't appreciate a really well done rose. Unfortunately, Always and Forever was just not the case. Now, just going scent note by scent note, I think a lot of people with that pearlized pink pepper, they're thinking back to scents that have pepper or peppercorn in them. And I feel like, what was it? not Twilight Woods, it was Wicked Vanilla Woods had pink pepper. I think we had another one recently that had that pink pepper note in this. This doesn't really have a lot of that spice. I don't get a lot of the pink pepper note. If anything, I get a home fragrance or florals that have sort of gone off. Like there's something off about this, or like a spoiled quality to this, and I think that's what the pepper note is. This definitely does have a rosy sort of undertone, and I understand that, and I get that when I smell this, and that sheer sandalwood adds the kind of creaminess, and you definitely smell that as well. But this is a very light home fragrance that sort of smells like it's gone off. At least that's how it smelled to my mom and I. If you love it, I'm so excited for you, but I just could not get behind the scent of this one, and it didn't give wedding to me. I feel like your wedding fragrance, you definitely want it to be maybe a little bit stronger than what this came out as. Also, I feel like you want to have a little bit more depth. This really just smelled like a home fragrance or a nice like hotel lobby. Wasn't giving wedding, at least not to me. Now, the next scent, Whiskey Toast, has scent notes of twist of citrus, smooth whiskey, and oak wood. This smells very similar to almost like a hybrid of Whiskey Reserve and bourbon already existing in the Bath & Body Works men's collection. That being said, it does smell really, really good, and I think this is a great scent if you're getting into fragrance for the first time or you're looking to buy a cologne for someone. I think this is going to be really wearable. Now, from my thoughts on the packaging perspective, it really does look like whiskey in a glass. I think this is very well done. Comparing it to the other existing fragrances in the men's collection, like Ocean or Bourbon, or I think it's Noir, I really like this packaging. It gives wedding to me. I like the white label, the glass. It's fun. It's a fun take on wedding, and I think it pairs really nicely with Always and Forever when you're sitting them side by side. I definitely get the his and hers vibe that they were going for. Now, really just my thoughts overall on both the fragrances. I do say I'm a bigger fan of Whiskey Toast than Always and Forever. I definitely would be inclined to buy Whiskey Toast for my boyfriend. I think that's a scent he would really enjoy. As far as Always and Forever goes, I really just can't get behind it, so I will not be picking that one up. Now we're going to move into comparing this to the wedding collection of 2024, and then we're going to talk about what I would do if I was planning a wedding collection at Bath & Body Works and what I think the future of wedding collections at Bath & Body Works is going to be. Now looking back at the 2024 wedding collection and pulling some comparisons between 2024 and 2025. So just to catch you up to speed on the 2024 wedding collection, if you're unfamiliar, in 2024, we got Dressed in White and then First Sight as sort of this wedding collection. It definitely had a huge front display table. There was a very expanded product range. So this was really the first year that we saw sort of this wedding collection evolve in the springtime. And then this year in 2025, we're getting a similar kind of concept. So regarding the scents of 2024, Dressed in White had scent notes of Pear Blossom, Ivory Gardenia, and Satin Woods. And this one was more of a white and blue packaging style with a focus on the wedding bouquet. It also did have a very holographic, sort of glimmery, shimmery packaging, which I thought was really nice. And there are bits and pieces of this that are currently available on the Bath & Body Works website. I want to say the body cream and the fine fragrance mist you can get or you can pick up on the website. Now, the other scent they had at First Sight, and this one came in navy sort of plaid packaging, and this one had scent notes of Italian bergamot, rich woods, and sugared musk. So just comparing the 2 years from a scent perspective, there are definitely different fragrances. For the Dressed in White and the Always and Forever, we really went from a gardenia, pear, more floral scent to that rose with a pink pepper. So that is both in the floral family, but I think there is decent variation there. And then comparing First Sight to the Whiskey Reserve, I want to say these scents are very different. I think that the Whiskey Reserve, Whiskey Toast, I think the new Whiskey Toast definitely pulls more of that sort of alcohol note or that kind of more cologne note, while the First Sight pulled more into almost like this floral woodsy note. So I do think there is considerable variation in those two fragrances as well. Now, moving on just from these scent notes, both years dropped the collection around the same time, around this mid to late March. So I'm not surprised there. And then lastly, really what I wanted to talk about is the promotion of the two products. So in 2024, we, as I mentioned, had a big display table. This was very hyped up on the app, on the website, and then obviously in the stores. The 2025 wedding wedding promotion, I just want to say is so lacking, and I'm not sure what's going on. I feel like there are a lot of collections coming out, which not only is very exciting as people are able to try new things and it's spicing up the just signature collection, as sometimes we get in these lulls of the signature collection really being the only thing that's new and available. So I do have an appreciation that they're coming out with so many scents at once, but the caveat to doing that is that I don't think all of their fragrances are being properly promoted. And I want to say the best example for 2025 so far is the Tropical Collection. I have seen very, very limited promotion on the Tropical Collection. In terms of the display, it is pushed to the back in my store, so it's really off to the side. You can't see it. And Sweetest Song is at the front. It's the big display. It's what I've seen all over the app. They did a build up and a preview. So I'm really curious as to see what's going on with the promotion. I think they are very under promoting a lot of their products, which is going to contribute to overstock. And then we're going to see things like this come out at the summer SAS. But those are just my thoughts on comparing the two. Let's get into wedding collections of the future. And if I were to design a wedding collection for Bath & Body Works, what it would entail. All right, you guys, so getting into some questions and then how I would do a bridal or wedding themed collection if I were to work at Bath & Body Works. First, do I think that these wedding and bridal themed collections are successful? Do I think that we will see more of them in the future? So number one, I don't think these collections are as successful as maybe they thought they would be. The fact that we have Dressed in White, which came out around this time last year, still available and in stock this year, so a full calendar year later, that is a bit concerning, as besides the signature collection, there really aren't scents that stick around that long and really just have the stock to stick around that long. So from that, I think we're going to see a lot of these wedding themed, bridal themed collections appearing at our SASs so they can work through the stock. Second, I don't think that these collections or the fragrances are very memorable. I feel like if I were to take a poll and say, you know, what did you guys think of Dressed in White last year? I feel like a lot of people would not be able to remember it, or they would just say, it's okay, it wasn't really anything special. Then lastly, why I think these collections aren't successful is because of the promotion issue. Now in 2024, this collection was very highly promoted and we still saw a bunch of overstock. Now in 2025, there is definitely limited stock. There is no big display, and I'm not surprised by that at all. But because there is limited promotion on it and limited stock, it's almost like Bath & Body Works telling us, hey, we don't think this collection is going to be as successful, but we wanted a different scent in the mix. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be getting that huge display soon, and they're just waiting for Sweetest Song sort of hype to die down and then put that in. But I think it is weird to have this collection available in stores, not online, and then also very, very limited promotion. Getting into what a wedding or bridal themed collection I would like to see, or how I would design it, I would design it almost to be like a true wedding trio. So 3 scents representing 3 events or 3 sort of like material items very popular in a wedding. The first scent I would do would be a Bridal Bouquet, and it would be a very floral fragrance, very fresh, similar to Brightest Blooms, but I'd probably sweeten it up and take out some of that Lily of the Valley. I think that would be a fun floral, very appropriate for the spring time. The next scent in the trio I would do would be Cocktail Hour. This would be a very fun, bubbly fragrance. I feel like a lot of people like cocktail hours. They get to meet people at the wedding. It's a fun time. Often the bride or the groom or whoever has a signature drink, so I think that can be a fun spin on it, and I would love to see more of a bubbly scent that is not champagne toast hit these shelves. The last scent I would do would be a very gourmand scent called Wedding Cake, and this would be a vanilla cake with vanilla frostings type of scent, very similar to Confetti Daydream or Confetti Cake Pop, or I think it was Confetti Sparkle, something like that. I want to see sort of a vanilla bean cake. I think that would be really fun and would tie the wedding collection all together, as that way it would give you a floral fragrance, a gourmand fragrance, and then sort of a bubbly, fun fragrance. So lasting thoughts really on this collection. I'm very curious to see the outlook on wedding collections and to see if they do any further promotion on Always and Forever and Whiskey Toast. As it stands right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an app promo within the next couple of days starting to promote this collection, as Sweetest Song has dropped. The new 4 Everyday Luxury scents have dropped, so they've already kind of been putting space between the collections. And then really my last question I have is, this is another collection where we don't have a full-size lotion. And Bath & Body Works, if you've been around forever, usually their collection, no matter how big or how small, will include the body wash, the fine fragrance mist, the body cream, and the lotion. That is like the 4 that are very permanent. As we've seen in the Disney collection, in the tropical collection, and now in this wedding collection, there has been no lotion available. Not even Vanilla Romance and Platinum have a lotion available. So is Bath & Body Works continuing to make the lotions? Are they discontinuing the lotions? I have no idea. I definitely want to get in stores, maybe ask around, see what people think, or if they've heard anything, because as somebody who's definitely a huge fan of the lotions, that would be very disappointing to me to see those slowly get phased out and only have body creams available. But you guys, that wraps up my thoughts on the wedding collection. Let me know if you get in store or you've smelled this one. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.